Manchester United poses a rival pull out of race for 18 million pound star. Arsenal have pulled out of the race for Mesut Caicedo, leaving Manchester United to battle it out with Chelsea. At this stage, what more does Moises Caicedo need to do so convince Manchester United that he worth the admittedly considerable money? The Ecuador international stood out in each of Brighton's last four meetings with the Red Devils. He scored during last year's traumatic 40-0 hammering during the dark days of Rob Rangnick. He ran the show at Old Trafford on opening day, and during the FA Cup semi-final, Caicedo also kept Mariners coach Rashford quite it at a familiar right-back role at the MX last month. Caicedo not only aided his audition, he was swagger into the city and rattle of his line with the conviction and the believability of a 1970s Robert De Niro. Ten Hag really needs no more convincing that the all-action 21-year-old, a ball winner and a ball player roll into one, has the personality, voice, and the needs to play a leading role in his 12th season in charge of Manchester United. According to Sky Sports, United have been asked to be kept informed of developments surrounding Caicedo's future, alongside target the 13th-time Premier League champions hold talks before Brighton's name up Caicedo from under penetrated failed back in 2021. United are also believed to be a greater threat as they stated Chelsea, with Newcastle United also hot on the heels of arguably the division most complete young midfielder, the Athletic. Caicedo is fully at excess of 80 million pounds by Brighton were at the times. A fee that could roll out a Newcastle side who, per the Daily Mail, have just 75 million pounds to spend. Arsenal, meanwhile, have installed the Conrad as their number one target. Caicedo missing out on a move to the Emirates in January. The Times add that with Rice likely to eat up much of Mikel Arteta's budget, Arsenal have now withdrawn from the race for Caicedo Senator. We fear he will leave. Any move from Manchester United will likely be placed on the back burner for the time being too. That Hakim to cut Mason Mount and Rasmus Hojlund through at the door before turning his attention to other targets. What's more, the Red Bull will likely have to find a buyer for Scott McTominay and or Fred before stopping out and over in the region of Brighton 70 million pound asking price. Having a play of many characteristic, we all fear that he will leave amid a piece as to Finland, a teammate of Caicedo for both Brighton and Ecuador, the Argus. If he stays, I will be very happy to keep playing alongside him and enjoying his football. If he goes, I will wish him all the best because he's a good lad, a good professional. He is amazing. If he leaves, we will be opponents. All I will ask is he doesn't get me awake because he is very strong.